Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today's news takes us to Attredgeville, where a dramatic incident at a local clinic has left many residents talking. A woman who was allegedly posing as a South African was removed from the clinic along with a child, and the entire matter has sparked debates about healthcare access, documentation, and the growing tension between locals and foreign nationals. Please listen until the end so you can hear the sources of this news and decide for yourself what to make of it. And before we dive deeper, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. The incident unfolded at a community clinic where people had gathered for routine checkups, child health care services, and other medical needs. Witnesses say that staff noticed irregularities when the woman tried to register for treatment. According to the reports, the woman presented documents that appeared suspicious, and further questioning revealed she was not a South African citizen but had allegedly been living in the country while pretending to be one. Things escalated quickly when staff decided to remove her from the clinic premises, especially since she was accompanied by a child. The removal caused a stir among patients who were present, and some residents expressed frustration, saying such situations slow down services and make it harder for locals to access healthcare. On the other hand, there were also people who showed sympathy for the woman, saying that at the heart of this situation is a child who also needs care and protection. Now, let's be clear. South Africa has been facing significant pressure on its public health system. Many clinics and hospitals are overcrowded, underfunded, and struggling to meet the demands of growing populations. It's no secret that undocumented migrants often make use of these services, and that has created heated debates across the country. Some argue that everyone in need of medical care should be helped, regardless of nationality. Others insist that South Africans should come first, especially when resources are limited. In the case of Attredgeville, what makes this incident more dramatic is the public way it played out. People who were present say the child was visibly confused and frightened as the mother was being escorted out, and staff had to calm down the situation. Community members began debating right there in the clinic about what is right and what is wrong, showing just how divided opinions are on this issue. Operation Dujela and other groups that have been vocal about undocumented migrants using South African services have already weighed in on situations like this in the past. Their message has been consistent: government services are strained and cannot sustain people who are not citizens. Critics, however, argue that targeting individuals in public spaces only humiliates them and does not solve the bigger systemic issues. What's interesting here is how the community itself reacted. Some residents clapped and cheered when the woman was removed, while others looked uncomfortable and whispered concerns about the child's well-being. This really reflects the complexity of migration debates in South Africa. It's not just about borders and documents, it's also about human lives, dignity, and the responsibilities of both government and citizens. Healthcare workers have also voiced their frustration. Many nurses and staff members say they are not trained to handle immigration enforcement but are forced into difficult positions when faced with questionable documents. They are expected to provide care, but at the same time, they are also expected to safeguard limited resources. It's a heavy burden, and one that often leads to public confrontations like the one in Attredgeville. This particular case may seem small in the grand scheme of things, but it highlights a bigger reality: the cracks in South Africa's healthcare system, the challenges of migration, and the rising tensions between locals and foreigners. In fact, many observers say this is exactly the kind of spark that fuels ongoing debates and sometimes even violent conflicts around the country. Let's also think about the child in all of this. Regardless of where the mother comes from or what documents she holds, the child is innocent. Questions will now arise about what happens to children caught in these situations. Do they continue to get medical attention? Are they denied services because of their parents' status? These are tough questions that government departments need to answer clearly, because right now, communities are left confused and divided. For those who follow politics, this incident might also be seen as another test for government leaders who have been promising to tighten border controls and manage migration more effectively. Yet at the ground level, ordinary people are the ones facing the daily consequences, whether it's waiting longer in clinic queues, struggling to find work, or feeling the pinch in communities that are already under strain. So what's next for this case? Reports say the woman was escorted out and referred to the authorities for further questioning. The clinic resumed its services, but the debate is far from over. Residents say they expect more such incidents to happen unless government provides a clear and fair system that addresses both healthcare needs and immigration issues. Before I close off, let's keep it real for a moment. South Africa is a country full of contradictions. We are known for our hospitality and Ubuntu, but we are also struggling with deep inequalities and resource shortages. This balance between compassion and self-preservation is tough, and that's why stories like this one hit so close to home. And on a lighter note, people at the clinic probably didn't expect to see such drama during what should have been a normal checkup day. Imagine waiting in line for a blood pressure test and suddenly it feels like you're watching a live reality show. At least no one shouted cut, because this wasn't a TV drama, this was real life. If you've been following along till now, thank you. Don't forget to hit subscribe and join the conversation, because your views matter in shaping how we think about these issues. All images used are for illustration purposes only. News sources: Daily Sun, Sowetan Live, Eyewitness News, Times Live.